Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Invesco Mortgage Capital. I've talked about them a couple times here on the channel. I'm into a couple different REITs here. This is Invesco Mortgage Capital, or ticker IVR. You can see what they've done here over the last year. So it's down over 14%, stayed in the 4 range, ran back up to the 430 range, came back down, and currently at 284. Here's a look at what they've done over the last 3 months. Down over 13%. In the last month, down 1.56%. So it's just been kind of up and down, volatile at times. And here's a look at the last week, down 2.41%. And a look at on Friday. It actually had a green day on Friday. I have 30 shares here at a cost basis of $3.06. Here's a look at my next dividend. So I have 30 shares at 9 cents, and it pays out $2. So this is a quarterly payout. This is kind of what got me into the stock. I was trading it, and then it just started going down. So then I just bought a little bit more to lower the cost basis, and just like the dividend on this one. So didn't want to get too deep in with it. But if you don't know much about this one, it engages in investing, financing, managing residential and commercial mortgage-backed securities and mortgage loans. Founded in 2008, 4.99 million volume and average of 5.52 with an $875 million market cap and a 52-week low of 263, high of 460. Here's a look at their next earnings coming up on February 22nd. And here's a look at where I bought some of mine, or tried to. It doesn't look like these were filled. So 263 back in December, 289 on the 16th, 293 on the 13th. Over here on Bing, currently showing this one as a sell. So what they are is an independent mortgage real estate investment trust. It has offices in Atlanta, Georgia, Louisville, Kentucky. Company is listed on the New York Stock Exchange with the stock ticker IVR. And over here, can Invesco Mortgage Capital still be hot this week? This is a little bit older information, as you can see, but still kind of relevant to the stock if you're watching it. So, traded at $2.89 at the last check on Wednesday, the 12th. Had a downward move of minus 0.38% on the previous day price. Looking at the stock, we see the previous close at $2.90, and the beta reads 1.26 with the day's price range at $2.85 to $2.90. Company has a trailing 12-month PE ratio of 8.95. In terms of the 52-week price range, IVR has a high of 460 and a low of 263. So I have a market cap of $885 million and is expected to release its quarterly earnings report on February 21st through the 25th, with the forward dividend of 0.36 and a yield of 12.41%. Analysts tracking the company's growth have also given it a consensus growth in revenue estimated at $40.77 million. And a low of $40.77 million and a high of $40.77 million. The median projection represents a growth squeezing down 13.70% compared to sales growth for the corresponding quarter a year ago. So not the greatest ratings on this one. Here's, and we'll go over some ratings here at the end, but this is showing currently as a sell pretty much on every level. Invesco Mortgage has risen by 3.70% over the past 30 days. Will it continue? This is also dated on the 13th. So went over the 52-week high and low. Taking a look at the company's average trading volume for the last 10 days demonstrates a volume of 5.06 million shares, which gives us an average trading volume of 5.11 million if we extend that period to 3 months. Here's some trade information. Karen already went over some trade information. Showed a performance of minus 3.70% in the past 30 days. Number of shares sold short was 21.76 million shares, which calculate 3.89 days to cover the short interests. Wall Street analysts assigned a consensus price target of $3 to the stock, which implies a rise of 4.33% to its recent value to date. Analysts have been projecting $3 as a low price target for the stock, while placing it at a high target of $3. Don Liu to join Invesco Mortgage Capital Board of Directors. This is also dated on Thursday the 13th. So they announced that he will join the board of directors. Mr. Liu serves as an executive vice president, chief legal and risk officer, and corporate secretary of Target Corporation. Will also join audit, compensation, nomination, and corporate governance committees of the Invesco Mortgage Capital Board of Directors. We're extremely pleased to have Chair of Invesco Mortgage Capital Board of Directors, extensive public company and legal experience. So we'll see what he brings to the board. Prior to joining Target in 2016, so quite a difference going from Target to IVR here, I would say. It's got to be quite a difference, but then again, maybe not, as you're kind of behind some of the scenes anyway. Here's a little bit more about Invesco Mortgage, subsidiary of Invesco Limited, or ticker IVZ. I have not looked at IVZ. Is a leading independent global investment management firm. So again, they're a real estate investment trust, or REIT, that primarily focuses on investing in, financing, and managing mortgage-backed securities and other mortgage-related assets. What you need to know about Invesco's Mortgage Capital Incorporated investor composition. This is dated on the 17th. Should be aware of the most powerful shareholder groups. Institutions will often hold stock in bigger companies, and we expect to see insiders owning a noticeable percentage of smaller ones. Companies that have been privatized tend to have low insider ownership. Our analysis of the ownership of the company below shows institutions and noticeable on the share registry. We can zoom in on different ownership groups to learn more about Invesco Mortgage Capital. What does the institutional ownership tell us about Invesco Mortgage Capital? They already have institutions on the share registry. Indeed, they own a respectable stake in the company. This implies the analysts working for those institutions have looked at the stock and they like it. So that's kind of what I said when I first started looking at it. It's cheap. It's got a fat dividend. It is quarterly. We can look at a little bit more on that here at the end. But over here on Reddit, nothing relevant there. Over here on StockTwits, currently at 281, low of 263, high of 460. It's just... Even the name is hilarious, Doodle Sack. I shouldn't even said that, but that's hilarious. Higher interest rates, good or bad for IVR. Based on estimates for the next 5 years, will show quite a strong growth EPS. I've been putting $1,000 into IVR monthly right now. If continued to do it for 10 years or even 15 years, I would be able to retire. I should hope so, as long as they keep paying that dividend. That's always the thought of putting everything into one stock, but if it works out for you. And over here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a sell, and here on TipRank showing it as a sell. And no projections on the price, but that's all that I have on IVR. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis. Any other information you'd like to share on this one, that would be interesting to know as well. So you can see I first started getting into this one back in August. They had a payout in October of 9 cents, and then I started buying some more. Did a call on it. That's interesting. 2 contracts. Looks like it made a little bit of money there. So October and then January. So like I said, it's a quarterly payout and 9 cents per share, or you could figure it like 3 cents a month. So that's a little bit over 10%. What is the yield on this one? So 12.46. So, but that's it on IVR. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.